So when you can just have a conversation about things, and it helps them too, right? They can bring up points of things they don't like, and we can just talk to them about things and how the game is built, and they understand why some decisions are made, and they help us guide us too. They help guide our decisions of what they think things should be like, and we can change accordingly. So the game is for the community, so we're always trying to just do our best to make the game that they want.
All right, I know the community wants to hear the details about 24, but for both our sakes, we'll just be safe and cut it off here. Mike Wang, thanks so much.
And with the addition, Greg, of the play-in tournament, we're seeing more meaningful games here. Late in the season.
Yeah, we're seeing teams battle for positioning more than ever. You have multiple teams trying to secure that 6th seed to avoid the play-in.
So let's take a look at the Toronto Raptors starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Fred VanVleet out there with Anunoby, and it's King at center. Outside Jackson. Misses the three. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. And the dunk by Barnes.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
They get a hand on it. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jokic.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
The Raptors shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. First free throw is good.
You know, this Denver team used to run a lot, but over the last few seasons, they've significantly slowed down their pace.
And the Nuggets, Clark playing slower, more half-court basketball. Why?
Well, I think it suits the game of multi-time MVP Nikola Jokic. I mean, the Joker is a maestro in the post and on the perimeter as a passer and scorer. So he dissects opposing defenses from anywhere on the court, and the staff has adjusted how they play to fit Joker's skill set. That's a smart move.
They get it back. Siakam. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass.
And watch Siakam just spring up for those offensive boards. Athletic ability gets him to the ball so fast.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Well, I had a chance to catch up with head coach Mike Malone. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive early on.
Appreciate that, David. Interesting report there, GA. The team focused on what it can do offensively.
Bottom line, in this league, you have to score points. Sounds like they have a plan.
Yeah, and we'll see how it reveals itself, that plan. If the theory is proven right, they'll have a nice foundation to work from. Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
Barnes outside. Pass to King. Shot clock at 6. Anunoby against Caldwell Pope. And the shot will not go from Anunoby. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Rick, looking at the shooting numbers of Michael Porter Jr., they're off the charts.
His first full year in the league, Porter Jr. was top 20 in field goal percentage, top 10 in three-point percentage. Incredible numbers for a 6'10 wing.
Really always a plus to have a big guy stroke it from the line like that. The soft touch on full display.
Jackson passes to Caldwell Pope. And here's Jokic. Porter trying to free himself up. Jokic with the bucket.
And boy, did they need that one. Their first make in the 5 field goal attempts they've had.
Here's King, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. It sure does look good.
Now here's Porter. Playing Memphis, he was nearly unstoppable.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Barnes against Jokic. Good D by Barnes.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession. Inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat.
Now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
Outside Jackson. Caldwell Pope outside. Outside Porter. From deep, Jokic. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Van Vliet deciding where to go with it. King, the pass to Van Vliet. Toronto working the ball around now. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
And, you know, nothing like getting an opponent on the ropes early. You love that if you're on that side of the scoreboard, and they are landing some haymakers now.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Want to keep rolling here following the win against Memphis.
And the bench turned up in that one. Whatever they couldn't get from their starters, they got from the reserves.
Well, you know, you hear about the importance of having depth all the time, bench players that contribute. In last game, their bench came alive.
Now, here's Jokic. Another guy who really kicked it up a notch for his team in that Grizzlies game. Porter passes to Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Boy, good vision that time from Michael Porter Jr. Saw the wide-open teammate and then got the pass to him right on time.
Knocked loose. Over in the corner, Barnes. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Inside, here's King. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
And, you know, it's an all-out effort they've come in with. Very aggressive offense so far.
Now, here's Porter. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Toronto leading by 13. And that one is hammered home.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
And, you know, establishing that physical dominance early gives you a big mental edge, too. Don't discount that.
Here's Van Vliet. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Van Vliet's got 5 points so far. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Raptors.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Here's Caldwell Pope following the basket by Fred Van Vliet.
And they've won the rebound battle so far, and it's translated to the scoreboard.
Well, the effort level they've had has been outstanding. Hard to keep a team down when they play with that much energy.
Now here's Caldwell Pope following the miss by Scotty Barnes. And there's the call on Boss. That's his first foul. Owens is checked in for the Nuggets. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Siakam. Here's Barnes. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
Now here's Jackson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. To the inside, Anunoby, and he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
A different look for Denver. The Nuggets shooting just 33%, struggling to get good looks. So for Toronto right now, the forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred Van Vliet, and it's King at the 5. And that one goes out of bounds. Nice touch by Porter. You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
Those kinds of plays are the ones that get you on the lead and help keep you in front.
Well, it was Toronto winning their last game against the Wizards. On the wing, Barnes. The pass to King. To the paint. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
And it's Gordon with the finish.
Yeah, we saw this on display in the slam dunk contest. Gordon has some major bunnies, a creative slam dunk artist.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will conclude a 3-game homestand. Here's Brown. Sweet little floater.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
And that outstanding drive and finish brought to you by Mobile One.
It's all about the ability to get 2 feet in the paint, whether it's creating for a teammate or for yourself.
King, the pass to Siakam. No good on that one. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Scotty Barnes picks one up.
Oh, I love how crafty Jokic is. You know, he basically baits defenders into committing the foul once he gets deep position.
Hey, Clark, one stat where Jokic is consistently dominant of course, is rebounding.
Well, he does everything well, but you're right. Season after season, game after game, Kevin, he is eating that glass. He stays near the top of that particular statistic. And he knows games are won and lost on the boards, and he wants to be able to contribute in that way. But he is a brilliant, brilliant player, not just a rebounder.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Boss, in that last matchup against the Wizards, put on a show. He scored 48 points, and his passing was just incredible. He piled up an impressive number of assists. The stat line was filled, and the whole league is talking about it. We'll see what he does for an encore tonight, Kevin.
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Denver calls timeout. This, their first look at this year's Toronto squad.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Nice pass here to set that basket up.
And finished off by Porter.
Boy, the passing ability of Jokic is really something. He's proven to be quite the capable playmaker.
Toronto, they've gotten all but 1 of their 7 shots in the second quarter to drop. Pretty impressive. Van Vliet outside. Here's the lob to the hoop.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through.
And that's an alley-oop that'll be loop to loop all day long on the highlight reel.
Here's Jokic.
And back in 2021, Nikola Jokic became the lowest drafted player to ever win the MVP. The 41st pick of the draft, the first second-round pick to win the award.
You know, he didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
And you can always count on Van Vliet to make the right play. He doesn't make too many bad decisions when he's got the ball in his hands.
And from second-rounder to MVP, Greg, Nikola Jokic. What a story.
Amazing, Kevin. And, you know, one thing the Joker did to transform his game, dedicate himself to his conditioning. Jokic is in much better shape now than when he first entered the league.
To the middle. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
That's his first personal.
I'm just so impressed with Siakam's offensive improvement over the years. I mean, he's mastering the ability to play in attack mode.
And so he hits both. Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially defensively.
Now, here's Anunoby after the miss from Contavious Caldwell-Pope.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing it.
And here's Jokic outside. And out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. Here's Van Vliet. He's got 8. Passes to Siakam. Over Gordon. Shots good by Siakam. Siakam's got 8 points here in this quarter.
Rise and fires. This is Siakam's attitude off the catch. And with these results, you understand why.
Here's Gordon. The Nuggets with another miss.
And mark that one down right there. It's going to be a long time until we see him miss another one like that.
Back to King. Van Vliet against Jokic. And he jams it with authority.
And he has his fingerprints all over this first half. He is just shooting it so efficiently.
And so it's Jokic with it. He brings it up for Denver. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Back to Porter. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Well, you know, on the inside, Porter is a very skilled player. He understands that you've got to be multi-dimensional, a lot of versatility to your game to be effective inside.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Brown against Van Vliet. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
And there's the call on Boss. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Yep, they'll be trying to draw that next foul quickly so they can start getting those easy chances at the strike.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Owens comes in for Jokic. And it's Jackson in for Brown. And so it's the Toronto Raptors with a 34-point advantage heading into the break.
47. The Raptors, 81.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Boss has been sensational.
Yeah, pretty much all throughout that first half. And he was taking care of his business on the low blocks and getting more than his fair share of dunks.
Guys, he's been in beast mode down low, asserting his will. The defense has been helpless, unable to slow him down.
Gordon steps in at the 4 with Jokic in at center. Out on the perimeter, it's Caldwell Pope and Porter Jr. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And can't do much else. The strength of Anunoby comes in handy on those challenging finishes.
Caldwell Pope on the wing. Pass to Jokic. Drops in the layup for 2. Jokic has got 8 points.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
Denver shooting for the game at 42%. Down low, here's Jokic, and Jokic slams it in.
At almost 7 feet tall now, Jokic can definitely throw it down, and he's happy to remind defenses that he can do so.
Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Here's King, and they immediately answer back with the dunk at the other end. Greg MP has made a big statement with his play against Shep Owens in this one.
And there might be a lot of people swallowing their words who wanted Owens over MP out there. What a performance from MP.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
And it's Jokic. Missing.
Yeah, you know, guys, this has been far from his best game. A disappointing outing for both him and the team.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
There's the pass to Porter. Caldwell Pope feeling it out a bit. Jokic trying to free himself up. Second chance shot. He lays it in. He's got 12. Van Vliet with it. 8 points for him. Here's King. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. Van Vliet's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Nuggets have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter. 50% from the field. Jackson misses. Toronto's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. King, the pass to Siakam. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's his second personal
And they're
foul.
beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Denver's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Jokic passes to Porter. They swipe it. Here's Anunoby. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Jokic with the bucket.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And that was another look at the fantastic Mobile One drive that happened a moment ago.
And I just love his competitiveness he's showing there. Team might be down, but a drive like that could spark them.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Pass to Gordon. Jackson with it. Shot clock at 5. Buries the long-range jumper. Jackson's got 7 points in the game.
And Jackson has become a reliable three-point shooter. That's a shot you got to respect.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Michael Porter Jr. was a top prospect in his high school class, but his back injury has presented a constant challenge. He says, it changed my perspective. I'm just going to get up every day and try to be better than I was the day before. If I'm giving my best every day, then I'm good. Back to you guys.
Well, you hope he stays healthy. That has been a concern. Thanks, David. Passes it to Caldwell Pope. And a miss there on the triple. And for the Raptors, their shooting has been out of this world. 74% from the field. Anunoby, good.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
Yeah, and you know, that is some shaky and shoddy defensive work. They got to tighten it up.
Van Vliet against Jackson. Denver passing it around. Gordon against Siakam. Here's Jokic. It's hauled in by the Raptors. That will be the 4th of the string of 5 played on the road. Van Vliet passes to Barnes. Here's Anunoby. Pass to King. And a strong finish with 2 hands. And MP has been very good inside the lane tonight. Nobody can stop him.
The size and athleticism of Owens hasn't bothered MP at all. He's converting everything down low.
Jokic. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Barnes. And the shot is good. He's got 11.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
Outside, Porter. On the wing, Jackson. Lets it go. Jokic draws the double. Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Drills it from outside. Caldwell Pope's got his first 3 points of the game.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
Back to King. And there's a nice one-handed slam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Now Porter, 8 points for him. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Jokic finds Caldwell Pope, and it's Toronto with the rebound. Siakam's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. To the paint. King, the pass to Anunoby. Back to King. It's hauled in by Gordon. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Caldwell Pope outside. The pass to Gordon. And it's Toronto with the rebound.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
And Vliet on the wing. Back to King. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic just got 6 rebounds here tonight. Caldwell Pope outside. Pass to Jackson. And no good. But close in that one, so he'll shoot 2.
That's his third
Van Vliet picks one.
Substitution on the court.
And it's the Nuggets with the ball. Porter passes to Najee. Back to Porter. Pass to Najee. Now Porter. Here's Owens. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. 29 points for Chef Owens. And Greg, how about the onslaught from Owens? He is just dialed in from outside the arc right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what MP is trying to do, but he needs to change his approach in order to slow Shep down.
So for Toronto right now, we've got Baldwin. Young is out there with King. And it's Flynn in at the point guard. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. On the wing, Gordon. He feeds it to Owen. They get it back. Moves back up. And another shot. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Really good sign for them. The work they've done on the offensive glass this half, paying dividends.
And the Nuggets making a change here. And player nicknames are a fun part of covering the games. Now, a lot of guys, GA, are just going with their initials, like KD or AD or KG. Do we need more creativity?
I don't know, Kevin. Maybe the league could give guys a cash bonus for picking a nickname. Initials excluded. That might spark some creativity.
Toronto's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Shots good from Young. Young's got his first bucket of the night.
You know, he might look a little thin, even wiry out there, but Young is strong. And he has no issues finishing after a bump or a hack.
And it's Green missing. Najee, count it, good.
Yes, sir. Najee.
The Raptors have gone 7 of 13 from the field here in the 4th. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. We're seeing a lot of pretty lively pregame dance routines from the players. You got any of that in your repertoire, say, before we begin a broadcast?
Kevin, I think pretty soon we should work out a few sequences, get ourselves fired up. You game?
No. Come on, Greg. I'm not sure about that. But you go ahead and do it. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for Toronto.
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
And in this era of player movement, Greg, we're seeing guys often pick teams on fit or style of play. When they look at that, what are they looking into?
You want to have fun coming to work every day, Kevin. I mean, the money they're making, most guys are going to be set for life. But I think they recognize it's about the journey and who you have the opportunity to take that journey with.
You talk about passing. Smith is one of the best in the game in that aspect. An incredible distributor.
Here's Baldwin. Up top, King. Pass to Flynn. 6 to shoot. Toronto needs to get off his shot. Over Smith. It's rebounded by Najee. The Nuggets shooting 47%. Pretty solid. The tray. Toronto grabs the miss. Kings got 9 rebounds now tonight. The pass to Young. Tries again. And the layup is good.
Young.
Young's got 4 points this quarter.
You know, those are the plays where you really see Young's quickness off the floor. He's got a great, quick second jump, which leads to second chance scores.
Chanchar, the pass to Watson. That's tipped. And here is King to the middle. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
A fantastic heads-up play there from Young to find the open man.
Denver's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the fourth and been successful 3 times. To the inside. Makes it off the glass.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal
And
foul.
so much great talent coming into the league, Greg, every year.
Shooting for Toronto.
That 2021 draft class, in particular, looks very strong.
Absolutely. Anytime you got just a couple potential stars, but from the looks of it, upwards of 5, you know it's been a special draft.
Astanaji kicks to Watson. Poke loose. 5 on the clock. Najee passes to Smith. Puts up a 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Passes it to King. Inside, Young. And Young slams it home.
No doubt about it on that finish by Young.
And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. And right now, let's watch that terrific swat.
And, guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Here's Chanchar. Pass to Najee. Count it. Najee's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
It's deflected. Right side Green, and out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. Toronto shooting 65%, an outstanding offensive display from them. King left side. Outside Flynn. Baldwin the pass to King.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
6 on the shot clock. To the wing right side. Now the pass to Baldwin. Here's Flynn. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Greg, you think of everything that goes into making it to the NBA as a player. Did it come easy for you, or was it all work?
It's easy, really, to overlook the grind, but when you love the game, all those hours in the lab don't feel quite like work. At least not until you start getting a little longer in the tooth.
Here's Patton. He's covered by Watson. King, that's good. King's got 44.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Toronto.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And the one thing that stood out about these guys all season long, their resiliency to come out and play hard and win games. We've watched some epic battles that they've played, and tonight will mark their 64th win in the year. Something else.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
When it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Boss.
Well, I like the ferocity on defense now. He was constantly putting himself in the path of steals and coming up with them, too.
Toronto shooting 57% in this fourth quarter. King, the pass to Young. Chanchard grabs the miss. Denver with the ball. To the paint. Najee, good.
Cashing in on the interior, making it look all too easy.
Now here's King. Tight defense on him.
Nuggets foul. Zeke Najee. That's his fourth personal foul.
That's good from King.
At the line for the Raptors, King.
Both free throws good from King. 26 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Najee, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Look, it's always great to get into a rhythm, but do it when it matters.
Now they're playing with urgency, huh? They could have done it much earlier before the game was out of reach.
Green inside the three-point line. Can't nail the jumper.
And, guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
Here's King. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the way they controlled the game and just completely took the crowd out of it, that's how to get it done. On the road.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.